We have. Now, let's talk about Supergirl and the fact that this movie is tracking to be very bad. I mean, very
Mhm.
bad performance, not a good movie. We already covered why. So we're not going to get into that. If you want, you can watch our previous coverage. But now we also have this report. And by the way, it would be very fitting and if I was in a Supergirl costume. But that is for another 50.
Yeah.
So for another 50, we can have
Oh,
Supergirl.
is that what he's left? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
I lost count, yeah.
We are 50 away from Supergirl.
Mm.
But I'm gonna be Zatanna for this video
Yes.
if nothing happens.
Also DC, yes.
Also DC at least. So, is Supergirl headed for box office disaster by geeks and gamers? Industry insiders predict DC film could lose 200 million. So yeah, Tsunami, take it away.
The early box office outlook for the Supergirl is starting to raise serious red flags, and it's not coming from random online chatter, it's coming from inside the industry itself. On his The Town podcast, Puck founder Matthew Bologna didn't just express mild concern, he flat out tanked expectations for James Gunn's next DCU entry. Quote, Supergirl, June 26th. I have this as a 2. I am not confident, Bologna said. That's not a lukewarm take, that's near the bottom of the barrel for a major summer release. A brutal first impression from CinemaCon. Baloney's skepticism isn't based on nothing. It's tied directly to what insiders saw at CinemaCon, and apparently it didn't land. Quote, I was open to it, he said. I enjoyed the Superman movie last summer. It got to 618 worldwide and opened to number 125, but the footage they showed at CinemaCon, not great. Seems like lesser and kind of, IP milking. So I am dropping this to a 2. That quote unquote IP milking comment is the kind of phrase studios absolutely don't want attached to a franchise reboot that's supposed to inspire confidence in a new DC cinematic universe. And it didn't stop there. Even the optimistic take isn't great. Industry analyst Scott Mendelson wasn't coming to Supergirl's defense either. Quote, I'm not that much more confident in that it's a 5, Mendelson said. I was not thrilled about the footage at CinemaCon. He did acknowledge that the film looks expensive, but that might not be a good thing. Quote, the production value is there, it just felt very chaotic and busy in a way that just let them breathe, he added. Maloney's response was brutally simple when he just said, lame. Mendelsohn didn't push back, saying, yeah, yeah. That exchange alone tells you everything about the current level of enthusiasm, or lack thereof, surrounding this latest James Gunn DCU project. A budget problem no one can ignore. Here's where things go from concerning to potentially disastrous. Mendelsohn made it clear that Supergirl isn't some low budget experiment. Quote, I know this is cheaper than Superman. I was assured that it was not like a Daredevil to Elektra, come down in terms of budget, he said. Translation, this movie isn't as expensive as Superman, but it still cost a lot. And that matters because of the brutal math behind modern blockbuster economics. Studios typically need about 2.5 times a film's production budget to break even once marketing and distribution are factored in. So, if Supergirl lands in the 150 million to 200 million range, it likely needs somewhere between 375 million and 500 million worldwide just to break even. Now compare that to Baloney's Supergirl box office projection. Quote, I think we're looking more like 300 number 350 for this one, he said, which I think is half of Superman. Not great. That gap is where the potential 200 million loss starts to come into play. Marketing strategy raises eyebrows. There's also confusion about how Warner Brothers plans to sell the film. Quote, they're going to sell this as, female driven superhero meets John Wick. What? Mendelsohn said, that pitch might sound catchy on paper, I guess, but it also highlights a recurring issue. Unclear identity. Is this a character driven DC story? A grounded action thriller? A stylized spectacle? Not to mention, a female driven John Wick was attempted last year with Ballerina, and that was an official spin off of the John Wick series. The movie also crashed hard at the box office. Best case versus reality. Mendelsohn did offer a scenario where things go right, but even that comes with caveats. Quote, if it does 500, everyone should be happy because, again, this is in the 2010s where a studio lives or dies off the superhero franchise, he said. That's the best case outcome. The problem is that number looks increasingly out of reach based on current projections and early reactions. Instead, the more realistic range being floated 350 million would fall well short of profitability by hundreds of millions. The bigger picture for DC. Supergirl isn't just another movie. It's part of James Gunn's attempt to relaunch the DC brand, and right now, the early signals aren't encouraging. When insiders are calling the footage not great, labeling it IP milking, and projecting a ceiling that barely clears mid-tier performance, that's not the kind of momentum a rebooted universe needs. Because if Supergirl underperforms, or worse, becomes a financial loss, it doesn't just hurt one film. It raises serious questions about how the entire DCU strategy moving forward. End.
Okay,
You go.
so here is what I want to say real quick. So yeah, here is how they are basing this off of. So this is the same that we said about the female custodies, by the way. I mean, industry are willing to make educated guesses about what's happening based on current projections and early reactions. You know, how fans also see it online. And this includes, of course, how they reacted to the trailer, which is not good.
No.
And by the way, I totally forgot to say, but maybe I'm going to include this in the female custodies video. The the likes to dislikes ratio of the custodies trailer of the release of the reveal was like
Yeah,
a lot.
indeed.
That's also a great indication. Maybe I'm gonna include that later.
And also, James Gunn wasn't there at CinemaCon when they showed that footage, so
Yeah.
maybe he doesn't have that much confidence either.
Yeah. So James Gunn wasn't there.
Yeah.
He obviously doesn't care. He's not as involved and focused as somebody like Zack Snyder is. He's not dedicated. He doesn't make super amazing posts on Instagram that show his heroes in a very dignified, heroic way. Quite the opposite.
Because he never shows them in that way.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, to
yeah.
begin with, yeah.
I mean, if we have to compare Ballerina that they say here, that was a way better movie than
That's
what
the,
Supergirl looks
yeah,
like.
that is the sad part.
That's the sad
That's just
part, yeah.
sad because Ballerina came out at a time where everybody were just throwing up from all the female hero pushing. Everything was in a bad light, and that's why we point out always that when you have this woke stupid movement that wants to push all the isms out, actually they create those when we never have had them, and we actually make a good movie with not a Merisu, with somebody that really fought tooth and nail through blood, sweat, and tears to achieve this level of, well, badassery and actually be a very awesome movie next to the John Wick movies. And as a character, I mean, she's great and everything that you can think of. Nobody cared.
And she wasn't that
Everybody missed it.
reluctant hero that we see here with Supergirl again.
Yeah, I mean, she tried to survive. She did the right thing. She was ready to get beaten up to a bloody pulp just to do whatever is right. And she did get beat up a lot, and she survived and all that. But it was still badass because actually she got through adversity and survived. There was a character development there, what we haven't seen in the female character for years. So I'm pretty sure that Supergirl cannot be able to hold a candle to freaking quality of Ballerina.
Even from the trailers, we see that that ain't the case. Just that's not Supergirl, as we say. I mean, I don't know how people can claim that Zack Snyder was, a cancer to DC. He actually brought money, and epicness to and respect to those characters. And how can people not say that about? I mean, some type of people don't say that about James Gunn when he actually wrote nothing but depravity and, just disrespect to those characters.
Okay.
Isn't this more of a cancerous thing?
Yeah, this is very much. I mean, this literally is cancer because it's rotting away on the DC name, and on the heroes, on the stories, on everything you can think of that as DC. So, to sum this up, and of course tonight I'm gonna let you speak, but to say our last piece about this, 200 million. I mean, for this movie to make less than 200 million less than Superman seems like pretty spot on estimation. It looks very accurate. Also, from what we know and covered so far, James Gunn is like trying to wash his hands and kind of seems like he tries to just be like, okay,
He's done with it.
I'm done. I'm going to go. that's how it seems. And this is going to factor in the next thing that we're covering. But yeah, what do you think to Name?
It's exactly what everyone told them was going to end up happening. James Gunn's really trying his best to go ahead and be like, does it matter? It fucking matters. And one of our following stories here about lanterns is starting to show like dudes starting to sweat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Indeed, yeah.
So we're going to cover it. We're going to see. We're not very happy about going to see the movie, which is rather soon. Yeah, when was that?
Next month.
Next month. First, we're going to go see Mortal Kombat and actually have a blast, probably.
Before we finish again, one thing to say. Remember how people were complaining that, the Guntards were complaining how Zack's Superman was way too dark and not in character. How is this in the character?
They're gonna say it's light.
How is this Supergirl in character?
They're gonna say she flies. I don't know.
She flies. How is this in the character? You know, a drunk girl that is a mess and things like. How is this the character of Superman? But now they say that it's okay to be messy and edgy and things
Supergirl.
Like that. Supergirl. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, we all know that they want to promote not qualities but lack of such. So yeah. Okay, so let's know what you think, guys, in the comments. Is Supergirl going to flop or not? Let us know. And now, we're going to the next topic, which is Zack Snyder teases new project from Paramount Lot, SnyderVerse returned. Oh boy, so what is this about? Tsunami, take it away.
From Cosmic Book News, Zack Snyder teases new project from Paramount Lot. SnyderVerse return? Zack Snyder is poking around Hollywood, and he just made sure fans noticed the Paramount connection. The filmmaker posted a new image on Instagram from the Paramount Lot, captioning it, quote, poking around the backlot in Hollywood as we start our work on our new project. Snyder didn't say what the project is, but the timing is going to fuel a lot of speculation. Paramount is currently in the middle of its push to buy Warner Bros. Discovery, and the deal has major Middle East backing, including Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund. Snyder posts from the Paramount Lot. The image shows Snyder on the Hollywood lot with the Paramount water tower visible in the background. That detail is the big one. Fans immediately connected the dots in the comments, with many bringing up the SnyderVerse, DC, and Paramount. One fan wrote, "Is that Paramount in the back?" This man knows exactly what he's doing. Another added, "Faith, Alfred, faith." Snyder has been teasing DC-related material on social media for months, including posts tied to his DCEU films, The Trinity, and Justice League imagery. Now he's posting from the Paramount lot while Paramount is trying to buy Warner Bros. Discovery. Could this be Brawler? Snyder's next project could be Brawler, his UFC movie. The project was announced last year with UFC, Dana White, and Saudi Arabia's Turkey Al Sheikh. Sorry if I fucked that up. Involved. Brawler does not have an official movie studio attached as of yet. That makes Paramount an easy studio to watch. Paramount already has a UFC connection, and the UFC is owned by TKO, which recently partnered with the Saudis on a new boxing promotion. Paramount buying WBD adds fuel to SnyderVerse talk. The bigger angle is what Paramount is trying to do with Warner Bros. Discovery. Paramount's WBD deal would put Warner Bros., HBO, DC, and the studio's film and TV assets under a new corporate structure. Recently, even saw that Paramount FCC filing revealed the Middle East could become majority holders. Now this is where the SnyderVerse speculation comes in. Snyder's Justice League and DCEU films remain major talking points online, especially with fans who want Warner Bros. To revisit his DCEU plans. We have also heard that the Saudis want Snyder back involved with the SnyderVerse as a way to rival Marvel. For now, nothing official has been announced. The Paramount WBD is expected to close by the end of July. Stay tuned to Zack's Instagram posts for more clues. And
all right.
Oh yeah.
So this is just another thing that Zack does that's pretty cool. I mean, oh boy, I do think this is an indication that something is happening.
That something's happening. I mean, even if it's the movie Brawler that they saying that means that he will work with Paramount, which that could open other doors.
Exactly, that means that he's there.
Yeah,
and he's actually working there. So they own Warner Brothers. He will probably have a pretty good relationship with them, indicating by previous things that we know. So this is just very promising. And I think that as much as we go in the future, the more contrast we're going to see between what he is doing and how he's doing it, and freaking James Gunn over here was like falling off the.
We can see that and now. I mean, still people remember what he
Still
did.
more. We're gonna see it more.
More.
So yeah, what do you think tonight?
I started to get kind of like, yeah, every week with the Justice League, blah blah blah. This is a completely different take. That is an aggressive photo right there with him putting that in the background. So it started to feel like, is this guy just fucking doing a gigantic cock tease? That doesn't seem like such a cock tease. It seems pretty overt, a very overt statement, while still being somewhat, I guess, non-direct, which is cool. Like, I don't know. I have no faith in the DC universe right now, especially considering the next story we're going to go over. It seems like it's all going to be trash. So I guess some kind of ray of hope, which is the same thing I've been saying for months now. So fingers crossed.
Yeah. Of course, we know that he's not perfect, but what he did for the DCU was way better than what we have now. Like that's for
what
sure.
he's doing with the comic book movies in general, 300, Watchmen.
Yeah, that's his
these are
best work.
projects that when he's a director, as a writer,
Not
no,
a writer.
No, when he's as director, everything is perfect. Just put him with a great writer.
Barry Stroud called it out. I'm gonna say it because he's right. Rebel Moon is Zack Snyder's.
That's why we said not a writer. That's why we said
exactly. His projects as a writer, no.
Please don't.
As a visual creator,
just
and
visually
director,
and how he portrays the characters.
You have the script of Watchmen, so he knew what to do with that. He also read the comic book. Someone else wrote the script. 300 also perfect. Things that are not his original takes are great. That we talk exactly about the DC things. Other things we really know.
Also, he literally made shot-by-shot recreations of some of the original Superman and Justice League animations. He made shot-by-shot recreations of some of the fight scenes in those animations, which you cannot recognize unless you see side-by-side comparison, but that is on Twitter, so he actually did that. So he went through all the animations and comic books, and he recreated that on the
what to do with with those scenes and with the superheroes. He knew how to portray them. So maybe that really is something. I do hope that it will be something to connect him now with the DC brand.
Yeah, it's just that the thing that many people don't know is that the whole idea that he had, of course, was cut from the studio. He was made to make Batman v Superman, but the idea was that Superman is eventually going to grow into the Superman that people know and love, like the lighter one and all of that. But he had to go through all that crap before that so he can build his character. So this is kind of like a TV show approach in which you have so much time to develop something, but you actually don't. So everything, like, I mean, the whole vision was like cut like this and pasted like that, and that's why it doesn't.
Also, unlike James Gunn, actually, Zack Snyder really knows what to do in social media.
That's also
that's a way
unlike
better
James
approach.
Gunn,
Unlike James Gunn,
who's like a child.
Yeah, like a child. He even went on his way to answer the comments about how Lex did a perfect clone of Superman, but he doesn't know his secret identity. Well, the hypno glasses are a thing. He looks like a different man. Then, if you're a super scientist, that doesn't mean you know all the answers and stuff like that. And say, man, if you gotta explain me your shitty movie, what are we doing? Also, your explanations were booked up. The hypno glasses, really? Yeah.
Something that's not canon. He said it's canon, and he doesn't know anything. So yeah, tonight, final words about this.
No, all good.
Okay, so guys, let us know what you think in the comments. We are gonna move on to the gaming topics. Now, this is pretty fat. How much time do we have? About 15 minutes?
About it.
So we can fit only one.
Fit at least this one.
Okay,
other one.
Let me think about it.
Hey, that game right there looks way better than the J.
Yeah. Tsunami.
Yes?
I gotta choose. Let's do the Varadara.
I think this one,
Yeah. This time I gotta choose.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So let me let me lay the scene. Basically, guys, a few days ago, this game Aphelion came out, and before that, this came out, which is an article. An amazing person who wrote that game. Correct, Tsunami?
Correct. It's the lead writer on the game.
Yes. So the lead writer of the game wrote, "Gamers don't have to be your audience. Gamers are over." So if this is not tone deaf, I don't know what it is. This is like one of the worst things I never imagined in my whole life I will hear such takes that make no sense, and they're totally against reality. Literally. Rodky's been funny in the comments. Okay. So, Tsunami, can you please start with this article? Yes.
Sure thing. This is from the game developer by Lee Alexander, contributor, August 28th, 2014. So this isn't like a new wave fucking weirdo. This person's been in it from the beginning and they truly hate you. Anyways, gamers don't have to be your audience. Gamers are over. Game culture as we know it, it's kind of embarrassing. It's not even culture. It's buying things, spackling over memes and in-jokes repeatedly, and it's getting mad on the internet. I would say I'm a video game culture writer, but lately I don't know exactly what that means. Game culture as we know it is kind of embarrassing. It's not even culture. It's buying things, spackling over memes and in-jokes repeatedly, and it's getting mad on the internet. It's young men queuing with plush mushroom hats and backpacks and jutting promo poster rolls, queuing passionately for hours at events around the world to see the things that marketers want them to see. To find out whether they should buy things or not, they don't know how to dress or behave. Television cameras pan across listless queues and often catch the expressions that people don't quite know why they themselves are standing there. Games culture is a petri dish of people who know so little about how human social interaction and professional life works that they can concoct online wars about social justice or game journalism's ethics, straight-faced and cause genuine human consequences. Oh my god, use a period in the enter button, asshole. Because of video games. Lately, I often find myself wondering what I'm even doing here, and I know I'm not alone. All of us should be better than this. You should be deeply questioning your life choices if this and this and this are the prominent public face your business presents to the rest of the world. This is what the rest of the world knows about your industry. This and headlines about billion-dollar war simulators or those junkies with the touchscreen candies. That's it. You should absolutely be better than this. You don't want to be divisive. Who's being divided except for people who are okay with an infantilized cultural dessert of shitty behavior and people who aren't? What is there to debate? Right. Let's say it's a vocal minority that's not representative of most people. Most people, from indies to industry leaders, are mortified, furious, disheartened at the direction industry conversation has taken in the past few weeks. It's not like there are reputable outlets publishing rational articles in favor of the trolls' side. Don't give press to the harassers. Don't blame an entire industry for a few bad apples. Yet, disclaiming liability is clearly no help. Games websites with huge community hubs whose fans are often associated with blunt Twitter, hate mobs sort of shrug to say things like, we delete the really bad stuff. What else can we do when those people don't represent our community? If you're getting annoyed by the way I'm reading this, look at the fucking article. But actually, those people do represent your community. That's what your community is known for, whether you like it or not. When you decline to create or to curate culture in your spaces, you're responsible for what spawns in the vacuum. That's what's been happening in games. That's not super surprising, actually. Well, video games themselves were discovered by strange, bright, outcast pioneers. They thought arcades would make pub games more fun, or that MUDs would make for more amazing cross-cultural meeting spaces. The commercial arm of the form sprung up from marketing high-end tech products to early adopters. You know, young white dudes, ew, with disposable income who like to get stuff. Suddenly, a generation of lonely basement kids with money, asshole, had marketers whispering in their ears that they were the most important commercial demographic of all time. Suddenly, they started wearing shiny blouses and pinning bikini babes on everything they made. Started making games that sold the promise of high-octane masculinity to kids just like them. By the turn of the millennium, those were games' only main cultural signposts. Have money, have women, get a gun and then a bigger gun, be an outcast, celebrate that, defeat anyone who threatens. This all sounds pretty good advice. You don't need cultural references, you don't need anything but gaming. Public conversation was led by a games press whose role was primarily to tell people what to buy to score products competitively against one another, to gleefully fuel team sports atmosphere around creators and companies. It makes a strange sort of sense that video games at that time would become scapegoats for moral panic, for atrocities committed by young white teen boys. This was written in 2014 in hyper-capitalist America. Not that the games themselves had anything to do with tragedy, but they had an anxiety in common and amorphous cultural shape that was dark and loud on the outside, hollow on the inside. Oh my God. Yet in 2014, the industry has changed. We still think angry young men are the primary demographic for commercial video games. Yet average software revenues from the commercial space have contracted massively year on year, with only a few sterling brands enjoying predictable success. It's clear that most of the people who drove those revenues up in the past have grown up, either out of games, I'm still here, or into more fertile spaces, clearly not you, you fucking eggs dried up hag. Where small and diverse titles can flourish, where communities can quickly spring up around creativity, self-expression, and mutual support, rather than consumerism. Oh my God, this commie gobbledygook. There are new audiences, new creators alike there. Traditional gaming is thawing off, culturally and economically, like the carapace of a bug. This is hard for people who've drank the Kool-Aid about how their identity depends on the aging cultural signposts of a rapidly evolving, increasingly broad and complex medium. Okay, hang on. Can we focus on this statement right here again? Written in 2014. Think about every motherfucking games journalist right now. I'm going to read the sentence again. This is hard for people who have drank the Kool-Aid about how their identity depends on the aging cultural signposts of a rapidly evolving, increasingly broad and complex medium. Pot called the kettle black, bitch. Anyways, it's hard for them to hear what they don't aging anymore, that they aren't the world's most specialist customer demographic that they have to share. We also have to scrutinize closely the baffling, stubborn silence of many content creators amid these scandals, or the fact lots of stubborn, myopic internet comments happen on business and industry sites. This is hard for old school developers who are being made redundant, both culturally and literally, and their unwillingness to address new audiences who don't have money or reference points outside of blockbuster movies and comic books as their traditional domain falls into the sea around them. Of course, it's hard. It's probably intense, painful stuff for some young kids, some older men, but it's unstoppable. A new generation of fans and creators is finally aiming to state a healthy cultural vocabulary, a language of community that was missing in the days of gamer pride, and special interest groups led by a product guide approach to conversation with the single presumed demographic. This means that over just the last few years, writing on games focuses on personal experiences and independent creators, not approval-hungry obeisance to demands of powerful corporations. It's not about being a reviewer anymore. It's not about telling people what to buy. It's about providing spaces for people to discuss what and whom they support. Oh my God, this is the genesis of everything wrong with gaming. I'm so happy this person failed. These straw man game journalism ethics conversations people have been having are largely the domain of the prior age, when all we did was negotiate ad deals and review scores and scrape to be called reporters because we had the same powerlessness complex as our audience had. Now, part of a writer's job in a creative human medium is to help curate a creative community and an inclusive culture. Ugh. And a lack of commitment to that just looks out of step like a partial compromise with the howling trolls who have latched onto ethics as the latest flag in their onslaught against evolution and inclusion. Developers and writers alike want games about more things, and games by more people. We want, and we are getting, and we will keep getting tragic comedy, vignette, musicals, dream worlds, family tales, if they're queer, ethnographies, bleh, abstract art. Bleh. We will get this because we are creating culture now. 219 people played your shit game, and we are refusing to let anyone feel prohibited from participating. Gamer isn't just a dated demographic label that most people increasingly prefer not to use. Gamers are over. That's why they're so mad. These obtuse shit-slingers, these wailing hyper-consumers with money, these childish internet arguers, they are not my audience. They don't have to be yours. There is no side to be on. There is no debate to be had. There is what's past and there is what's now. Yes. There is the role you choose to play and what's ahead. End article. Please move on to the tweet.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck
Jesus
you.
Christ.
Fuck you, you piece of shit.
I could not have the image of my head of the
Yes.
sweaty guy who is bald on top but has a ponytail sitting in his tank top.
Hold on, that's a woman.
In his basement.
That's a woman, right?
No, it could be a woman too by that point.
The writer.
Yeah, but I had an image of a fat, sweaty guy who is bald on top, and and sitting in his basement, and you can hear how his mom says, "Sam, come to dinner." "Not now, Mom. I'm writing my passionate article. I'm changing things now. I'm making a difference." Yeah.
Okay, so
Jesus Christ.
very important. Very important. Roadkill says, "What the fuck is Empress doing?" Well, I am illustrating how this person feels while writing this stupid article. So basically, they were like that in their head. I mean, that's how they felt. They were like so sassy and so confident with themselves that they were absolutely ridiculous. So that's my representation of them visually and inside their head. And Tsunami did the representation of how they sound. So
and that's also the writer of that game.
Yeah.
Who wrote the article.
Yeah.
34 people are playing his freaking things.
19.
What is he talking about? 19. What is he talking about?
I checked before the stream.
Jesus Christ.
There were 19 people playing the game. Now,
poor souls.
all-time pick, like Tsunami said, I also checked, was 219.
Oh.
So look at how this sassy, amazing bunch of crap word salad led to this groundbreaking failure. Just look at that contrast between those two.
We don't need gamers. Gamers are baby bleh. You stupid white bleh. You stupid consumers. Suck it, nerd. You fucking piece of shit. Eat it. Gamers don't have to be your audience. They weren't. Look who showed up. Pretty much everyone in your office and probably your investors. Fuck you.
Exactly.
I will not say what I was going to say. Something in Minecraft, allegedly, of course. Ha!
Yeah.
Suck it, loser.
Also, I'm sure that these poor 19 people who are playing that are just, streamers who are playing it so that other people can see how they suck.
You know that half of them are just people that are making fun of it.
Yes,
literally, it's like minimal effort live playing it.
Yeah, that's it.
They're making content out of it.
Just like Thibaut was playing it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sad thing is, guys, that this was 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 years ago.
Like
8? What? It's 2026. That was written in 2014.
Yeah, I mean, this article
many
was
years
in
is that, yeah?
2014. So it's 2026.
12.
12.
12.
Sorry, guys.
Even worse. 12.
Sorry.
I didn't want to call you out on your math. I was
Sorry.
okay,
No,
you want to
we
keep
suck
going
at
on with
math,
this?
I'm an
Call
art.
it out,
Yeah.
we suck, yeah.
Yeah, we suck at maths. I'm an artistic person,
Yeah.
not a math person. Okay, so 12 years ago, guys, that's the sad part. This was written 12 years ago, And since then, and before that, of course, these kinds of people were actively trying to ruin whatever industry they're working on. In this case is gaming. So they had these ideas that they want to come to fruition, and they did that. So we can see 12 years later all the consequences of their actions, unfortunately. To even think in their head that gamers don't have to be your audience. What? So if I'm selling a salami to people that
vegan.
like salami, I will say
No,
you're
you
not
have-
my audience.
You have to sell it to a vegan, you know.
With meat.
Salami, yeah.
Well, what the hell? Like, this is ludicrous. This is like absolutely insane. That's insane by definition. It makes no sense. And everything that Tsunami just read in this article sounds insane. There's absolutely no logic or reason here. This is a word salad.
It's even, you know, how to say, linguistical diarrhea.
Yeah,
To say it's like,
freaking hell.
Christ, I could get diarrhea just by listening.
Yeah, if you ever imagine diarrhea being recreated in a word form or article, in this case, that's it.
That's it.
That is it. That's not even an exaggeration. So let's just quickly go to the game's performance in Vera Dark post. Of course, shout out to Vera Dark for her awesome work as usual. So she commented on this post. So let's see first this post. So Leigh Alexander, lead writer in Aphelion, is the same journalist who wrote the famous 2014 infamous 2014 Gamma Sutra article.
Oh, wait.
Gamers don't have to be your audience. Gamers are over. Well, she is over, and this game is over. That's for sure. Like, if you have to say game over to anything, it's this game. So the game launched 2 days ago, and it's currently sitting at 42 current players, and now it's 19, like I said. Steam with mixed reviews, 58% positive, which is pretty interesting. But again, this is very small pool of people that actually play the game, and this pool of people that are willing to buy this game are the same ones, or most of them are surely the only people that is their audience. So basically, these are the only people that are interested in the game in general, which are not the majority of gamers. So maybe some percentage of that are woke people, percentage of those 219 gamers that play the game. So that so this is basically captured from them.
If a game is good enough,
the
non-gamers will come, play it, and become gamers.
Yeah.
Which is not the case in that game, you know. So how can you say gamers are not your audience? You need the gamers so that someone plays your freaking thing and spread the word out there, you know.
Yeah. So tonight, what do you think?
I can't stop fucking laughing at this piece of shit. I'm gonna play some more Crimson Desert immediately after this fucking stream, and you want to know why, you fucking piece of absolute filth? Because there's a hot girl in it, and the Asians gave me what I wanted, and I get to fucking beat people up. And guess what, motherfucker? I was the guy you were talking about. I've been playing video games since I was 4. I'm 40 fucking 8 years old now. Fuck you! Fuck you! You lose! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Ha 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 ha! You're a joke. Everyone knows it, and I hope they talk shit to your fucking stupid face every day.
Exactly.
Amazing.
Exactly.
Thank you, Tsunami.
So if if someone sees her, can tell, hey, 19 people are playing your game.
Wow.
You know, that reminds me of that guy in The Simpsons who was always doing ha ha, and then he was running away.
Okay, so lastly, guys,
Amazing.
let's take a look at I didn't plan this, but I just thought about this. Okay, let's take a look at this right now. Okay, you see it? You see it. Okay. So, 90 people in game still. I just refreshed. 102 24-hour peak and 219 all-time peak 6 days ago. Now, let's compare this to other amazing games, which are going to be freaking Reloaded.
Okay.
So let's see Reloaded. Reloaded all-time peak 3 months ago, 57 people. Wow.
Wow.
And the staggering record numbers, breaking all the kinds of I don't know how to say this. I don't know. I really don't know how to say
It's
it.
historical, I would say.
Yeah. 0 players right
Yeah.
now, and
Oh.
4 24-hour peak.
Oh, hey, you are one of those.
No, I'm not. That was
No, one of those
24-hour
57.
peak. Ah, yes, I'm one of the 57. Yeah, true. Okay, so what a record, what a record. And finally, we're going to take a look at everybody's favorite
Whoa.
game,
Woo. Let's hear it, guys.
Ex Voto. Okay, let's see it. Okay,
Just because we were talking about it, I went
Yes.
to looking for YouTubers that are live right now playing Aphelion.
Mhm.
No one. However, the last live stream said, Aphelion disaster, 0 copies sold, dead in 8 hours.
Amazing.
Oh, wait, there's another one. There's another one. Whoever World of Wonder is, shout out to you, bro, because you did this. 0 people viewed his stream.
Okay.
Last person
Amazing.
that fucking did anything live.
Huge interest, huge interest. It starts from 0, the interest. Okay, thank you. So, continuing with Ex Voto, we have 1 player right now. 1 player right now.
Poor deluded soul.
6 players, 24-hour peak, and 427. This is the most successful game out of them all. This is the most successful game out of those 3 recent absolute flops, woke disasters. So 12 years later,
12 years later,
um,
we see the fruit of their labors.
we see
Sure.
the fruit, of this ways of thinking. We see how
All 3 of those games you showed,
Yeah.
to include this one, involve taxpayer funds.
Oh, that's disgusting. So
Really?
with what
Yes,
people pay
they-
as taxes.
yes, all 3 of those were taxpayer funded, or at least partially.
Mm-hmm.
That is disgusting.
Disgusting.
You pay your
Mhm.
taxes,
Yep.
shit gets produced. Great. What a
Correct.
contribution to the country.
Right?
Yeah.
This could have been something fun, but no, you have to do crap.
Yeah. But again, this at least proves that quality and truth are always going to win as long as you freaking vote with your wallet, guys. Make sure you are informed. That's what we're doing here, trying to
Yeah.
inform you so you can make an educated decision. Actually, one person at least said in my video about Pragmata, in our video about Pragmata, that they are going to buy the game because they really
Oh, yeah.
like how we
Now we're taking the information.
our take and the information. Yeah.
Mhm.
So again, make an educated decision, and we are winning if we are being active, as vocal and as strong and together as the freaking woke stupid people.
Exactly.
Bottom line, that is it.
That is it. Yeah. We can see that there is no more than our audience that support that. Just some hot air balloons there that talk much, write shit like that, but
Yeah. So
it's just words.
So we are gonna leave it at that. Tsunami, of course, you're free to, say your finishing words as well.
I only have one thing to say. Black Girl Magic!
Kami. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, that black girl in the game looks awful.
Oh boy.
Yeah. No attractiveness. I mean, the man also, the man.
Someone had to say it.
Yeah, but she looks like a black guy. That's it.
Pretty
Damn.
much, yeah. When
Like a
Soccer
black guy.
said, "Are we playing with the guy now?" and you said, "No, that's the woman."
Yeah.
This guy.
That's how it is. Well, just what was the saying? You are reaping what you sow. Right?
Was that it? I
Yeah.
think,
You reap what you sow.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so thanks so much, guys, for watching, for the absolutely incredible support. Thank you for letting me be Mary Jane and Zatanna today. Everything else is traveling, the other cosplay stuff, and we're going to upgrade this look even more in the future. And now we're going to raid Stu, actually, because he's streaming. So, Roadkill, thank you so much. This was absolutely legendary. And to Mike, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Amazing.
What, Tsunami?
No, I was saying, Mike and Roadkill both fucking legends. That's it.
Yeah. Roadkill finds something very funny, whatever it is. I'm sure that it's funny, Roadkill. I mean, people...
I think I heard what he heard also, but I'm not going to comment.
Really? What the heck did I say?
Yes.
Can you please tell me?
No.
What
Oh, you don't want to know. You wouldn't want it said on stream anyway.
Okay, you're gonna tell me
Okay.
in a bit. Okay, guys. So we gotta go. If we can, we can stream. We could stream this evening if we can.
Mouse PI or Pragmata? Or
Mouse PI.
Oh.
Mouse PI.
But
I
we're
wanna
going
play.
to finish in Pragmata, right?
Yes.
You can't leave it at that.
Yes.
What Rich
I-
11 and the superhero channel? Welcome in. Are you a fan
Hey,
of the
welcome.
Critical Drinker?
Ooh.
I'm the guy off to the side. Obviously, I am. I think he's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, critical
Hail, by the
drinker
way.
is it's yeah.
Oh, yeah,
He's
yeah.
fun.
He's like
Yeah.
the #1 critic in the world right now.
Yeah, he's fun, of course.
Pretty base guy.
So go back, watch the whole stream or what you're interested in, guys. We
Mm.
were supposed to get another news topic here. We just couldn't do it with the time that we have. But again, on the G Hammer Empress channel, Mouse PI tonight. We gotta do it. I can't wait to play this game. Thanks to Joey, of course.
Mm.
So go say hi to Stu. And love you guys. Until next time, with me, the 40K Empress, Logan, and amazing Toonami. Bye bye.
Bye.
The 40K Empress leads the way as warriors of the imperium sway into realms where dangers play, where hidden minds hold sway. Through stars and storms we rise, under her watchful eyes, with faith and fire will prevail, for the imperium must not fail. For the imperium we prevail. Beneath the grand cathedral spires, plots twist like smoldering fires, but with her blade of pure desire, she claims the stars entire. Through stars and storms